Hi everyone. I was asked to demonstrate what a travel journal looks like for Let's Go Geography. Since the kids make these, and really you should put it together at the beginning of the year before you even start, and then the kids add to it as they go along. So it's really easy. For year one, you get these free, the travel journal covers, and you just slide them in. For year two, you get ones that you can color. So the kids decorate them as they want, and again, you can slide them in. So that's step one. Get a notebook. It depends on what you're going to put in it as to how big it needs to be. If your child is going to be doing the writing and some of the other, maybe the glossary, things like that, you're going to need a little bit more room. If your child is just going to do, the child is younger, they'll do projects, they'll do the maps, they'll do the flags. This will probably be enough. This is, I think, 1/2 inch, and this is 1 inch. So step number one, you put the cover in, whichever cover you have. Step number two is dividers. Now in year two, you make them like this. In year one, you don't have them at all. So if you need them, you would have to either purchase this set, which is just print and put together, or this set, which comes with year two, but it's also available separately. And these the child makes. So actually in my co-op class in year two, making these takes 2 periods. We talk about the continents and we make 3 at a time. So in year two, you only make Australia because we don't do Antarctica. But if you purchase this as a separate unit, the Antarctica page, I'm missing the picture. Antarctica page, you can also put on the Australia page and just double it up because you're not going to have much behind it. You don't need a whole separate sheet for it. All right, so that's divider. So you've got your dividers in, and basically that's all you do to set it up. Now, as you go throughout the year, this is when you start adding things. So, first of all, when you get to each unit, say you get to South America, you're going to make the map. And you refer to that map for all the countries in South America. So that's important that you have it and you have it on hand and you can find it. You also will have a page for their flags if you're not doing the passport. Or you could do both. So that would also go behind it because once again, you're going to add to it every lesson, so you need to have it on hand. Now, what goes behind that depends on what you do. If you are doing the writing, you would have, let's see if I have a sample in here, and I know I do somewhere. Okay, if you are going to do writing activities, you would have that for each country behind there. And say I did the writing activities for Ghana, then it would also include the project, whatever that, the coloring page, getting ahead of myself, the coloring page for whatever country behind that, and then also the project for behind that. So some projects you can't put in here, a lot of them you can. For instance, this is the one on Tanzania. So that can easily be hole punched, or my method of choice is to put it in a sheet protector, especially the bulkier ones that maybe won't 3-hole punch as well, and then I put that in there. And so by the time you're done, say for Africa, you've got a nice decorated divider. Behind that, you've got the map. Behind that, you've got the flags. This is the flags. I don't have everything in here because this is just a sample. Then you might have writing activities. You might have coloring activities, and then you might have crafts. So everybody's notebook or binder, I call them notebooks often and confuse everybody, is going to be a little bit different depending on what you choose to include. But whatever you have at the end of the year, the kids have a really nice just memory book of everything they've learned about all these countries. Another option to put in here is you can print out the photo pages for each of these countries. So that's another option. It's just even more of a reminder for the kids what the country was like and some of the highlights. So that's kind of it. It's something you'll add to all year long, and it's something fun to have at the end of the year, and it's fun to create all year long. So when you do these projects, when you do these activities, it's kind of like an additional purpose for doing everything. Because, oh, I'm going to add to my binder, I'm going to add to my travel journal. Look how many things I've made. Look how much I'm learning. And it's just something exciting for the kids to have and to create and to add to, and then at the end of the year to show people, look, this is what my child did in geography. This is how much we learned. And they really enjoy doing that. So that's how you put it together. Year one has its own set of things. It comes with the travel journal covers. It does not come with dividers. Of course, you can always buy plain dividers and decorate them yourself. Year two does come with coloring for the travel journal covers. They're not pre-printed colored themselves. And year two comes with dividers that the kids will make in 2 separate lessons. So that's how it works. You can find everything I just talked about at letsgogeography.com.